Welcome back to Serenity. My name is Sarah and I talk all about tea here. I've got little Penny here with me for a minute. Little Penny Bear. My cutest little bird in the whole world. She's just such a wonderful little bird. Hopefully she's gonna hang out with me while I film my video. I'm doing things just a little bit differently today. Instead of opening a David's tea box, I am going to build one. I'm building a care package for my sister. So I have a whole bunch of cool things here for her. This is her Christmas present. So that's why it's pre-wrapped. Sorry guys, I can't tell you what's in it. All right, I'm gonna go put Penny back because I need the table space for all the gifts. Say bye, Penny. Say bye. All right, I've got all of my sister's teas out here, the ones I'm sending full bags of, and then I will be scooping out some I'm gonna send samples of. So she's gonna get a really wide variety of teas. So first of all, I've got my empty David's tea box that I'm gonna pack up for her. At the very bottom, I'm gonna put in her Christmas presents. So that's going in first, and then I'll just stack the rest on top of it. As you guys know, my sister does my tea photography for me, and so I was trying to pick ones that would kind of inspire something artistic. So I guess the only way to start this is to just kind of start putting tea in the box for her. I am sending her along a couple different flavors of agave. I have the natural agave flavor, and I have vanilla agave. I have a third one as well, coconut, but I actually really like that one. I put it into like my tropical teas, so I'm gonna keep that one. Since I just added in the agave sweeteners, then I might as well add in the honey right away. So I picked this up for my sister from Campbell's Gold Honey Farm. She got a sample size of their cherry, a sample size of their lime, a larger one of strawberry. This one's really good. I use this one all the time. A larger one of orange. And lastly, and my personal favorite, vanilla. I reach for this one all the time. It goes in pretty much every delicious dessert style tea that there is. So you really can't lose with this one. Stick them in the box as well. Now for the tea, maybe I'll kind of go with the small fun things first. Not this past Christmas, but like the winter before, I grabbed a whole bunch of ornaments because they were on like an epic sale. I think I got them for like $1 something each. So I'm sending her Forever Frosty. This tea goes really, really nicely with the orange honey and the vanilla honey that she just got. So I thought this would be a nice one for her to sample. Plus it's so fun with the little marshmallows in it. I don't know if you can see them, but I love that about this tea. I love marshmallows in tea. Maybe that's weird. I don't know. And then Santa's Secret, which is also a very, very fun tea. They're kind of not showing up so well, but those little red things that you're seeing there are little candy cane sprinkles. And this tea is like vanilla mint. Then I'm sending along a few sample sizes. 3 of Caribbean Crush. This one, really nice as a cold steep with pineapple milk. Not pineapple milk. Okay, come on, brain. My brain today. This one is just lovely with pineapple juice. You can make yourself a tea cocktail or just like a tea juice, as she likes to do. Put that into the honey pack because they're small. And then one of my sister's very, very favorite teas, I found a little sample pack of Melonade. This tea is just fantastic. And they used to send these cute little samples in your orders, and they would actually let you choose them, which was so much fun back then. How things have changed. Now I'm getting my sister a little bit excited about matcha, so I'm gonna send her a few matcha flavors to try. This one actually was courtesy of Laura, but I have a large tin of it, so I thought I would pass on the gift and let Jenna try this one out. This is strawberry matcha, which is a really, really nice starter matcha. It just is so sweet and delicious. You don't need to add any extras to it. It's just all around good. And the other two, one is sealed because I have a lot of it, so I'm just gonna send her an entire bag, see if she likes it. That's candy cane matcha. I went a little bit overboard on my matcha restocks. I probably should have gotten more salted caramel because I actually prefer that one over candy cane, but candy cane is also delicious, so happy I have it. Speaking of salted caramel, I'm sending her along some salted caramel. This bag's been opened. I've had a few scoops out of this, but it's enough for her to give it a good solid try. So fun building this box. So fun. Next one to go with that, Salted Caramel Oolong by David's Tea. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I made a salted caramel oolong latte recipe video, and it probably makes the absolute best latte of all time. It's just so mind-blowingly good, especially if you can add some salted caramel Baileys to it. I mean, that just puts it to the next level even. I think there's enough in there. It's not a full bag. Again, this is probably, I'm pretty sure I weighed it, and I'm pretty sure there's about 25 grams in here. I'm so obsessed with my tea now that I actually bought myself a little tea scale, like a total nerd. Don't even care. This tea here is one of the best smelling teas I've ever smelled in my whole life, but I find the flavor to be a little bit lacking for some reason. I don't know why. I still like it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still think it's delicious, but I stockpiled this one before ever tasting it because everyone was so obsessed with it online and I was afraid of missing out. It's hazelnut chocolate. It's a pu'er, which I love pu'er bases. I like the rich earthiness of them, but I don't know why. It doesn't speak to me the same way some of their other pu'ers do. But I think it's in the flavor profile that she will really enjoy, and it does make a nice latte. I wouldn't really recommend it as just a plain hot tea. Next latte one, S'mores Chai. Now this one is one that lives up to its name. It just tastes so good. I've made this one as a latte more times than I can count. I have a medium stockpile of it, not huge. And this one and Salted Caramel Oolong, they're the ones that I usually make as lattes for people to kind of like wow them for their first ever tea latte, because they're just so good and they really live true to the name of the tea. So Jenna, make sure you make this one as a latte. Next one. This one is one of my very favorite strange teas of all time, Frosted Cereal. Now, it doesn't have a very bold flavor, but if you're a kid of like the 80s and 90s, then you probably grew up eating like Frosted Flakes and then the delicious sugar milk that was left over from them because they're like basically just all sugar. That's what this tastes like when you make it into a latte. It tastes like you're drinking delicious cereal sugar milk. And the one really interesting ingredient in this one, and it probably helps attribute to the actual cereal vibe, is it has quinoa in it. Next one. This is like a really strange tea, and that is peanut butter cup. It smells like a peanut butter cup, but not like the actual candy. It smells like the Reese's peanut butter cup cereal. Now, I love that cereal. That cereal is actually in my cupboard right now. I use it as a treat because I'm not a big dessert person, so teas are my dessert and sometimes cereal, not even often, to be honest. While it smells like that, it is actually a very weak tea. So when you make this, Jenna, make sure that you use a whole lot of tea to very little milk, and you just steep it really strong overnight. And maybe add like a small hint of chocolate milk. You don't want to do too much because then you literally just don't taste the tea. Very unique and interesting one. Okay. This next one is a very controversial tea, Nutty Granola Crunch. This tea is arguably one of the most hated teas of all time. When people talk about it online, they're usually filled with disgust. And I honestly don't know why. I love this tea. I think it's fantastic. I have 3 other bags at home. I'm not even embarrassed about that. I always blend it with my Campbell's Gold hazelnut honey, but I would imagine this would even make a nice latte. But everybody online complains that it tastes like peanut milk or peanut water. I'm like, I don't see it. I think the only tea that beats out Nutty Granola Crunch as most hated is one that was called Grilled Pineapple. I read a story online about how someone working at the store spilt like the big kilogram bag all over the entire floor. They said it made the place stink so bad they had to close the store and clean. I don't know if that's true or not, or if I've even exaggerated the story in my brain. Totally possible. I'm really interested to see what she thinks about this one. I hope she doesn't hate it. If you do hate it, just send it back my way. I'll drink it at some point. This next one, there's just enough in it for a sample. So this is chocolate covered almond. This is a black tea. It gives you the hint that you're drinking chocolate covered almonds, but it's definitely not like a pow in your face, I'm chewing on chocolate covered almonds. I'm thinking done as a latte with like almond milk and chocolate drizzle would really pull out this flavor, especially if you do a cold steep overnight. Yeah, smell-wise, it smells like you just opened up a bag of chocolate-covered almonds. It does smell like that. Then this one, I love this one, red velvet cake. This one's just so magical. Oh man, it smells so good. It's not as sweet as you would expect given the name, but that's why you have like vanilla honey that you add to it. Or one really nice way to drink this one is actually mixed with David's Tea's birthday cake. That works really, really, really well together. Now I'm sending her a couple of the samples that I got in my subscription box because I actually have full tins of both of these already, and she's never tried either one. So one of them is Blueberry Fields Forever, which I actually don't think she's really gonna like, but the reason I'm sending it is because she has no blueberry teas, and I feel like she could do something amazing with tea photography and blueberries. I think if she turns this into like a blueberry style lemonade, she might actually like it. I just don't think that you would really like it hot and plain, Jenna. I haven't reached for this tea since I filmed a video for it. It just wasn't super my thing. A little bit too tea-like. I like my tea a little bit more juice-like, I guess, maybe. Sweeter, desserty. So Blueberry Fields Forever. This tea's been around for quite a while, and for some reason I never bought it because the name didn't appeal to me, and I didn't even bother to like investigate the ingredients or anything. And then David's Tea sent it to me in that care package. I made it up that night and it blew my mind. It was so delicious. And that is Hibiscus Splash. The way that I made it was cold steeped with lemonade and pineapple juice. Oh my goodness, I'm pretty sure I might have added some booze too. I usually do. After I got that bag from David's Tea, I went and bought a tin because I liked it that much. So she can now try it and see if she likes it that much too. Next one. I got this in a big latte bundle. That's Vanilla Bean Black by David's Tea. The very first time I tried this tea, I wasn't a big fan, and I don't even know why, because I tried it again recently and I loved it. It was really, really nice, just hot and plain with a little bit of vanilla honey. So I'm hoping that she likes this one. I have a few more bags of it. The latte bundle, I bought 5 bags of each flavor, and I got one whole set free. It was like an epic deal. I think I spent about $3 on each bag of tea. And it was one of those deals that I found in the middle of the night, and I made an order in the middle of the night. Almost through my full bags, and then we're gonna go on to the ones that I'm going to pack up for her, just a few scoops for a sample. Next one here is a white tea. One of my very favorites. I have a fairly large stockpile of this, and that is cookie dough. I love this tea so much. As soon as you add Campbell's Gold Vanilla Honey to it, it just sings cookie dough. It's so, so good. I know a lot of people say they don't like it, and I think that they might be making it wrong. White teas are very, very finicky with their steep time and with their water temperature. So if you're making this tea with incorrect water temperature, you're gonna burn the leaves and you're gonna have weird tasting tea. Since I've been making tea for my mom and I'm being like very careful on steep times and water temperature, she's now noticed the difference between a burnt tea and a non-burnt tea. And she was complaining that I just shoved her into a higher tea bracket. Not sorry about that though. And now for the last one, and my very favorite tea of all time still, Movie Night. You cannot go wrong with Movie Night. This tea is so dreamy, especially again, when you add the vanilla honey from Campbell's Gold. Just next level good. When I bought this tea was like on an epic sale. I think it was on the website for $2 each, and then it's somehow stacked with another coupon, and I'm pretty sure I got each bag for like $1.60 because I bought an entire kilogram for $32 and there was free shipping. I remember when the bag arrived, I'm like, man, this thing is heavy. I don't know how they could ship it to me for $32. So I've sipped through quite a few bags of these, as it is my favorite tea. I actually keep it in my favorite tin that reminds me of like a movie night. So I'm hoping she loves it too. It's so cute with the little popcorn pieces in it and everything. They actually have legit popped popcorn kernels in there. It's just a magical, whimsical, fantastical tea. So that is it for my sealed bag. So I'm just gonna shove this off to the side. Oh, and then I have instructions for her on all the teas. So hopefully that's helpful for her to make it in the way that I think is fun. Okay, so here are the teas that I'm just gonna send a few scoops of a sample for. So I've written up some hand labels. I've brought out some Ziploc bags. So first one of my very, very favorite teas. I've never tried this one as a latte and I don't know why, but I'm just so happy with it, hot and plain with some vanilla honey. And that's pistachio ice cream. This tea is just magic. See if you can see it. It is just such a cool, gigantic tea with real pieces of pistachio, and it steeps so nicely. Like, I love this one plain. Make sure I get some of the cool ingredients. That's a nice amount to try, I think. So I wrote down the name of the tea, the type of tea it is, the steep time, and the steep temperature. And then I also wrote her the ingredients. I thought that was important. I think she'll have fun with this one. This is a tea from another brand, a local brand actually, that started here in British Columbia, I think in the mid-1900s. I'm pretty sure it's a fairly well-established older brand. And they actually do a lot of coffee, but that's Murchie's. When I was in Fort Langley, kind of browsing the cool little stores, one of the store owners there told me Murchie's had just opened up in Langley and that they had a really good lavender tea because I love lavender lattes so much. I went there with my mom on the way to this really, really fun, magical music night at this little coffee shop restaurant place that we go to sometimes. And we stopped there on the way and I got 2 teas. I got lavender cream and strawberry shortcake. I've had this tea a few times as just hot and plain, and it has a really, really nice strawberry flavor. I'll send her a few scoops of this, just enough to try a latte. I'm pretty sure you can order Murchie's online too. Okay, next one, and that is from Brew Tea, and that's strawberry milkshake. I've made this one before, and it's really, really nice, so I thought it would be a good one for her to sample. Smells totally different than the other one. Okay, next one here, and I did a video on this one, and I'm sending it because I feel like she would like to try this as a latte too because I loved it. Bisou's Peaches and Cream. This is a black tea, and it just makes the most delicious cold steep latte. Like, it tastes like peach milk. It's so, so yummy. I thought it was nice, hot and plain too, but you have to kind of like black tea for that because when you drink it hot and plain, the black tea really does come forward, and the peach is more kind of as a background taste. But as a latte, especially a cold steep latte, it is just mind-blowingly, deliciously peachy while still being like tea. So I thought this would be fun for her to try. Oh my goodness, I'm getting hit with the smell. Oh man. And the cool thing about Bisou is they now have a distributor in Winnipeg, her favorite store to go to. It's also a little restaurant. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, I should probably send this to her to try because if she really likes it, she has a place that she loves going that now stocks it. So I thought that was kind of fun. My mom saw this tin when I was prepping for this video and she's like, man, that is beautiful. That's something that you should display. And I've got to agree. I would say this company has the prettiest tins I've ever seen. And all of their teas as well, they kind of design an artistic logo. It's like beautiful watercolor paintings. I don't know, take a look up close there. It's just so, so pretty. I love it. So maybe my sister will be able to go snag a tin. I definitely would recommend it. And look at that. Cute little bird is their logo. All right, we're almost done here. A few left. This one is from Genuine Tea Company and it's called Blue Delta. I did an unboxing video for this company and I did a review on one of their other teas. I should really do it on this one though because this one is by far the best one that I've tried from them. It's so delicious. It's got butterfly pea flower in it. They really, really blended this one really nicely. But the main reason that I'm sending this is the fact that it steeps up so blue. It's so, so vibrant. And then when you squish the lemon into it, it turns this like magical pinky purple color. So I thought my sister would have a really fun time trying that. Plus, if she likes this tea company, then she has another one that she can try. So I wanted to kind of give her a variety. I know David's Tea is the majority of my gigantic collection, but I do have quite a few from different companies as well. Make sure I get butterfly pea flower in there because I really, really want her to experience the fun brightness of it. I think I'm gonna send 3 scoops. I think she's really gonna like this. I still have a lot left. Anytime that there is lemongrass in teas, it's a very light ingredient, so it goes a long way. See, really pretty tea. Lots of unique things in it. I don't know if you can see through the bag. I probably should have showed you in the bag. Too late now. Don't want to reopen it. This one here, banana nut bread. This is a really, really nice herbal from David's Tea. Although the one downside to it though is it is messy. Like it is goopy and you need to steep it a really long time. But if you can do that, it's delightful. It's got large chunks of banana. I need to make sure I get her at least one banana for the pictures. Oh man, I'm smelling the banana. But really, really big tea. This one is a really nice latte, but you have to steep it for so long for some reason to get the flavor out. But as long as you know that, it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna give her that really big, perfect banana slice so that she has it for her photo. It's like so perfect. Oh man, I wanna eat this. It smells so yummy. I'm pretty sure this is a discontinued tea. A lot of the ones that I have are, since David's Tea rotates through flavors fairly frequently. This next one, banana grapefruit. I kind of thought it'd be kind of fun to stick with the banana theme here. But the thing with this tea is that it's one of the very, very best teas cold steeped ever. And you would think like banana and grapefruit, how's that good? It works. I don't know how it works, but it does. Just trust me on that. It smells very grapefruity. So when you drink this one hot, the grapefruit shines, but when you drink it cold, the banana is much stronger. It's really strange. I actually really like making this one cold and adding a banana liqueur to it. Then it's like really good. Gotta get a good banana chunk in there. Seeing all these teas, a lot of them I haven't had in a while because I have so many that I'm sipping through. It's making me want them again. So this one here is one of my very, very, very favorite teas by David's Tea, and that's matcha ice cream. As I mentioned earlier when I was talking about vanilla bean black, I got this in a latte bundle as well. I go through this tea a lot. This was one of the very first teas I ever bought online because it used to be an online exclusive. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. And not to mention, matcha ice cream, like the legit actual ice cream, is what got me turned on to the matcha flavor to begin with. My favorite sushi restaurant used to have it as dessert. I'll just show you this tea. I don't know if you can see. It's got really fun almond pieces in it, and it smells like magic. Little white chocolate curls. I gotta make sure I get some of those. And the very, very last tea, and one of my very favorites of all time as well, briefly resurfaced around my birthday last year, and that's coffee cake. Now the reason I'm sending this and not being totally selfish is because my mom makes the most magical coffee cake in the entire world. She has offered to actually bake one so my sister can do tea photography with my mom's fabled coffee cake and this tea. So my favorite dessert and my favorite tea in one photo. Gonna be mind-blowing. This tea is just one of the very first teas I ever tried from David's Tea, so it's even extra special that way. I'm pretty excited about this photo. It'll be cool to see that. If you remember on my birthday haul, I got a couple more bags of this re-release, and I'm kicking myself a little bit because I bought a whole bunch of different teas as well because my sister sent me a gift card on my birthday. I literally just should have loaded up on coffee cake. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh well, too late now. Maybe they'll bring it back again, and next time I will not be so silly. I haven't learned yet. Maybe I'll learn now. Now that I only have 2 more bags of coffee cake. All right, so that's all the teas. The only other thing going into this box is a tin. I got a whole bunch of these flower tins. And see, it's okay. It's not their best work. Last year they were releasing such beautiful tin designs. I was buying tea because of tins in some cases. And I don't know what's happened, but their tin design has kind of gone back to eh. This one I thought is okay, but I have like 4 or 5 of them, so I thought I would share with my sister because I know she doesn't have tons of tins. Well, that is the box. Let's see. It's actually really heavy. Oh my gosh, it's really heavy. It is absolutely packed full. Honey, tea, agave, surprise Christmas present. This box has it all. I hope she enjoys it. I have one more thing to share with you before I stop filming here. And that is some teaware that I got her. This is her actual birthday present. I bought her mugs. I got her the teal David's Tea mug that you saw me unbox. Really, really, really beautiful color. And it's got the logo down the side. Oh, it's totally wrapped. Okay, maybe I won't bother to take it out yet. But you can see kind of through the box. It's teal. It's got the logo down the side. It's really pretty. I think she'll like it. I'm hoping she will. The next 2, I had bought quite a few of them actually. I bought myself 2. I bought my mom 2 for Mother's Day. And then I had planned on just sending my sister 1 and saving the last one as a gift. She has this exact mug in clear, and she saw pictures of the ones I bought for my mom, and she's like, oh man, those are my favorite mugs. I meant to buy a pair of them, and then they sold out off the website before I got a chance. So I'm like, she wants a pair. So guess who gets a pair of mugs? My sister. See, just a beautifully patterned large white mug. Her birthday's not until September, but I said she can open this early. So I'm gonna wrap that up in birthday paper for her. I'm actually gonna wrap up each one individually and then label them by numbers. So I'm gonna do the first one, the white one that she really wanted. Then I'm gonna do the second one, teal, so that she won't know that I got a pair of the white. She'll probably think the third one's gonna be something different. And then I'm hoping that she'll be very happy when she sees that it's the pair that she wished she had bought. That is it for my David's Tea care package that I'm sending. Man, I think this is the longest video I've ever filmed in my entire life. I am so wiped. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching.